Alrighty, we are back after the adventure of technical difficulties. The stream should be up in a second. I really hate this effing headset. And hopefully let's just make sure we can be heard. So we're through one inning. The Reds squandered the bases loaded. So we go to the top of the second, no score. At some point, this stupid thing will come back up. Let's make sure. Sound is back. Okay, yep, that's because... There we go. We look all ready to go. Alright, so just a recap of the first inning. As this has been a disastrous stream, we've already had 3 technical difficulties. That's freaking awesome. Anyhow, the Reds squandered a bases-loaded opportunity as Gus Bell grounded out to second to end it. So Garcia pitches around the error by Rocky Colavito. And we go to the top of the second, and the adventures in live streaming with Al Red Sox fan continue. And let's make sure we have everything in order. I appreciate your patience. All right, that's that. And Gus Bell made the last out. So we go to the top of the second, scoreless in the Buckeye State Battle on Columbus Day. Due up for the Indians, with hopefully no further technical difficulties. Maris, Smith, and Narrigan to face Brooks Lawrence. Roger Maris, I did not know played for the Indians until I got this card set. I knew he played for the Athletics, Yankees, and Cardinals. I never paid attention to who he played for early. So in 1957, Roger Maris, 235, 51 ribbies, 14 homers, 5 triples, and 29 doubles. Al Smith is on deck. He's a left-handed batter. Brooks deals to the left-hand batting Roger Maris. That's a 2-4. 2-4. That's going to be a fly out to right. Making the catch for the Reds is Post. So Maris flies out to Post. 1 down. And I'll bring up Al Smith, the third baseman. Smith, a right-handed batter. 247, 11 homers, 49 ribbies, 5 triples, and 23 doubles. The catcher, Al Narrigan, is on deck. 1 out, no one on. Lawrence nods his head, picks up the sign. Bailey sets the target. Here's the pitch to Al Smith. 5-9. Righty. 5-9. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch in the dirt. Bailey applies the tag. There's 2 away. Second strikeout for Lawrence. And here's the left-handed batting catcher, Hal Narrigan. 256, no homers, 8 ribbies, 1 triple, 1 double, 121 at-bats. On deck is the pitcher, Mikey Garcia. Lawrence looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He deals to Narrigan. 6-4. Will it close the door? Left-handed batter. 6-4. Fly ball to center field. The center fielder is Gus Bell. He's already butchered 1 ball. We rolled a 2. And he's a 2 defender. So a 2 and a 2 is going to drop in for a single. So Gus Bell's defense has proved costly for the Reds. He's made an error, 2-base error, now can't get to that blooper. So Narrigan's at first, 2 outs. He'll be held on, so he'll be 1 through 10. Here comes the pitcher, Brooks Lawrence. And you kind of hope that he rolls off the pitcher's card here. I'm just going to hold this because you have to put it this way. You can't put it sideways. So he uses pitcher's hitter's card number 2. The pitch from Lawrence to his counterpart, Mikey Garcia. And that's a 2-4, 2-4. Oh, my Lord, that is a single. 2-4. And Mikey Garcia jumps all over that first pitch fastball. And advancing, so Mikey Garcia singles. On the 2-4. Advancing to second and stopping is Narrigan. So Mike Garcia advances the order to the top of the order, and Chico Carousel, who grounded to third. Can Chico give the Indians an early lead? Lawrence picks up the sign from Bailey. He deals to Carousel. 1-7. Righty-righty matchup. 1-7. That's a hard hit ball to short. Up with it is McMillan. He'll throw to Crow at first, and the side is retired. The Indians strand 2. We go to the bottom of the second, scoreless here in the Buckeye State Battle of 1957 between the Indians and the Reds. Due up for the Reds, Bailey, Post, and Lawrence. Here's Ed Bailey, the catcher. Mike Garcia back up on the bump after his single. Thank you, everyone, for rejoining us. Jack Dawson, Sports Time Machine, Amish Elvis, and Fandom D Saint. Sorry about the technical difficulties earlier. Ed Bailey, 261, 20 homers, 48 ribbies, 3 triples, and 15 doubles. Wally Post is on deck. Left-handed batter, Eddie Bailey. Garcia's ready to work. The pitch to Ed Bailey. 3-9. 3-9. Fly ball. Center field. Going back is Maris. He'll make the catch. 1 down. And here's Wally Post, the right fielder. Right-handed batter. Post batted .244, 20 home runs, 74 ribbies, 2 triples, and 26 doubles. Brooks Lawrence is on deck, the pitcher. Post hoping to grip and rip. Let's see if Garcia pitches carefully to Post. He has a lot of pop in that bat. He looks in. Narrigan sets the target. The pitch to Wally Post. 2-5. 2-5. And that is a shot to right center field. It's going to be off the wall. And it will be a 1-out double as Maris corrals it and throws it back in. Wally Post just missed a homer. Need another foot. 1 through 5 would have been a home run. 6 through 20 is a double. We rolled 8-10. So a 1-out double for Post. And here comes Brooks Lawrence. Lawrence uses also a pitcher's hitter's card number 2. And he is a B bunter, as they gave a bunt rating on the card. But we're going to let him swing away. We're going to let him swing away. Can he get a hit like his counterpart, Mikey Garcia? Garcia deals quickly to Lawrence. And that's a 3-8. That's going to be a hard hit ball to third. Up with it is Hoke. He looks towards second. Now throws to first. Holding the runner, and that's 2 down. As Lawrence grounds out 5-3, Post holds his post. In the top of the order now, Johnny Temple, the second baseman, who grounded to third. Digs in that right-hander's batter's box. Post will be held on. So it'll be 1 through 13 base runner. Bailey goes through the signs. Narrigan goes through the signs. Garcia nods his head. The pitch to Johnny Temple. Runner will be off on contact. 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66. Righty-righty matchup. 6-6. It's a single to right. Temple trying to give the Reds an early lead here. The right fielder for the Indians is Rocky Colavito. He has a cannon for an arm. -5, Temple. Post is a 1 through 13. -5, 1 through 8. They will hold Wally Post at third. They don't challenge the -5 arm of Rocky Colavito on the hard hit ball to right. So Colavito prevents a run there just by his arm rating. And it brings up the shortstop, Roy McMillan. McMillan was hit by a pitch. So first and third, 2 outs. Chance for McMillan to put the Reds ahead here in the bottom of the second. Garcia kicks and fires. And he tosses in a 5-6. 5-6. And that is a shot to the gap. It's going to split the defenders in center and right, it's a double 2 stars. So McMillan gets things done. Post scores from third, racing all the way from first to third is Temple. And McMillan has an RBI 2-out double. That's a clutch piece of hitting by McMillan. 1-0 Reds. So 2 outs, second and third. McMillan claps his hands at second base. And here comes big Frank Robinson. Robinson flew out to left. Narrigan goes out to have a word with Mike Garcia. Indians start some bullpen action. Narrigan back behind the plate. Here's the pitch to big Frank Robinson. 3-7 to big Frank. 3-7. Fly ball, center field. Maris goes back to his left, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So Robinson flies out for the second time. But the Reds get one. And we go to the top of the third. Cincinnati 1, Cleveland nothing in the 1957 rivalry Buckeye Battle for the trophy of Ohio. Clutch hit by Roy McMillan. Due up for Cleveland, trailing by 1. It'll be Woodland, Colavito, and Wirtz. Those are big booming bats there. So here's Gene Woodland. Woodland reached on the 2-base error by Gus Bell. Brooks Lawrence back up on the bump. He rocks and fires to Gene Woodland. 5-4. Left-handed batter, 5-4. Ground ball to third. Hoke is a 2 defender. We rolled a 12. Flip the chart. Third base, 2-12. We go to an error check. My God, we've had a lot of error checks. Hoke's error rating is a 15. That's an 11. I think he should make the play here. 15-11. Yep. He's up with it. He'll throw to first. 1 down. So Woodland is retired. 5-3 on the nice play by Hoke at third. That'll bring up Rocky Colavito. Colavito struck out on a breaking pitch in the dirt. Lawrence nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Colavito. 5-4. Righty-righty matchup. 5-4. Ground ball to Hoke again. Another defense check. He's a 2 and a 13. Again, we're going to look for the error. E15. That's a 3. And he boots the ball this time. 1 base error. 3 through 6. So the second opportunity. Another error. It's been an error fest here so far for both teams. That's an E5. So Colavito's on at first. Colavito, E-stealer, will not be held on until 2 outs. That'll bring up the power hitting first baseman Vic Wirtz. He walked his first plate appearance. Indians trail 1-0. Bailey sets the target. The pitch to Vic Wirtz. 1 out, 1 on. 6-10. Left-handed batter. 6-10. Ground ball to short. Fielding check. McMillan is a 1. Possible double play here. That's a 1 and a 7 for the shortstop. 1-7. 6-4-3. Inning over. McMillan to Temple to Crow. So Lawrence gets the double play ball and the side is retired. 6-4-3 double play. Wirtz disgusted with himself. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Cincinnati. Due up for the Reds, Crow, Hoke, and Bell. Crow reached on the error by Colavito. Left-handed batter. Mike Garcia sets and deals to George Crow. 2-9. 2-9, and that's going to be a double. Another shot hit to the gap. And standing at second is Crow with a leadoff double. Second time he's reached second base, this time on a double and not a two-base error. As the Reds hope to add more to their precarious one-run lead. Now bring up the third baseman, Don Hoke. He walked his first time up. He's a B bunter. On deck is Gus Bell. Infield is looking for the bunt. He'll be a C bunter. Actually, hold on. Let's see how many homers did Hoke hit. 19. No, he's swinging away. The heck with moving them over. So Hoke's going to get the sign. They decide to take off the sac bunt. Garcia nods his head. Nerrigan sets the target to pitch to Don Hoke, hoping for tiny bubbles. That's a 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66. Righty-righty 6-6, and it's a single to right. I'm glad they took off the sac. That's a single to right for Hoke. And we know Colavito has a -5 arm, and Crow's slow as dirt. So they'll hold him at third. So first and third with no outs. Infield will look to play for 2. Prevent the big inning. Reds are up 1-0, bottom of third. Gus Bell steps to the plate. Bell grounded to second. Nerrigan wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch for Mike Garcia to Gus Bell. That's a 1-6. Left-handed batter. 1-6. And that's a single to left. Scoring from third is Crow. It's 2-0 Cincinnati. Hoke will stop at second. Yeah, we're not going to try to run into an out. And Gus Bell makes up for that error with an RBI single. So it's first and second. 2-0 Cincinnati. Crow scores. Hoke's at second. Bell at first. And here's the catcher, Ed Bailey. Bailey flew out to center. Again, they're looking for the double play. The pitch to Ed Bailey. Garcia fires in 4-10. Left-handed batter, 4-10. Fly ball to center field, and Roger Maris. He's a 3 defender. Center field, we rolled a 5. And that's a single, 2 stars. Maris can't get to the ball. Let's double check. Yeah, he's a 3 defender and a 5. And that's going to drop in. Scoring from second base, as he got a great read on it, is Hoke. It's now 3-0 Cincinnati. Going first to third is Gus Bell. And standing at first with an RBI single is Bailey. The Reds on the verge of KOing Mike Garcia. And now I'll bring up the number 8 batter, the right fielder, Wally Post. Post doubled and scored the first run for the Reds back in the second. Again, they're looking to play for 2. First and third, the pitch to Wally Post. Garcia's on the ropes. 5-9 to Wally Post, right-handed batter. 5-9, swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout. Garcia trying to limit the horrendous damage already to 2 runs in this inning, 3 in total. So that's 1 out. And here comes the pitcher, Brooks Lawrence. Lawrence grounded to third. Lawrence is a B bunter. They're going to let him swing away. They're not going to go squeeze play. Here's the pitch to Lawrence. Looking for 2 now, first and third, 1 out. 5-8. We'll go off the Garcia card. Lawrence is a right-handed batter. 5-8. Fly ball, center field B. That's going to be deep enough. Batter out. Runner on third scores. So Lawrence helps his own cause with a sac fly. Buddy Bell comes in, and it's 4-0. On the 5-8 off the Garcia card, the fly out to center. So Lawrence is retired. Bell scores 4-0 Cincinnati. On top of the order, Johnny Temple, 1 for 2. A ground out to third, a single. Garcia deals to Johnny Temple. Bailey would be off on contact. 1-9. Righty-righty matchup. 1-9. Ground ball to short. That will end the inning as Carrasquel throws to first. But the Reds score 3 times in the bottom of the third, and they take a 4-0 lead as we go to the top of the fourth. So Garcia has been pounded quite rudely, to the joys of Reds fans and the chagrin of Indians fans in this Buckeye battle. Dave Little says, "Let's go Reds." How you doing? Dave Gardner's here also. Hope all is well. Happy Columbus Day. So Bobby Avila comes to the plate. Indians trail by 4. It's Avila, Maris, and Smith to face Brooks Lawrence. The pitch to Bobby Avila, who flew out to left. 2-6 to Bobby Avila. Righty-righty matchup. 2-6. Ground ball to short. McMillan throws to Crow. 1 down. 1 out. Bring up the center fielder. Left-handed batting Roger Maris. He flew out to right field. And Wally Post. Brooks deals quickly to Roger Maris. 1-6. 1-6 and a 3. That is a shot to center field. On the run is Gus Bell. He makes the dive and the catch. What a play by Gus Bell. Still trying to make amends for that horrendous error in the first, even though it didn't cost any runs. So that was a 1-6. 1 or 2 would have been a double. 3 through 20 is an out to center. A great catch on the dive by Gus Bell. So they're 2 down as Maris is robbed of extra bases. Base is empty for Al Smith, the third baseman, who is a strikeout victim of Brooks Lawrence. Bailey goes through the sign, sets the target. The pitch to Al Smith, 5-11, righty-righty matchup. 5-11, fly ball to center. This one's going to be a little easier for Gus Bell. He camps, he makes the catch, and 1-2-3. Go the Tribe. Great play by Gus Bell to aid the inning. Go to the bottom of the fourth. 4-0 Cincinnati. Tribes can't get their bats rolling yet. Due up for the Reds. Garcia still up on the bump. He's given up 4 runs. So if he gives up 3 more runs this inning, he will hit point of weakness before the 7th inning check. I believe that's how that works. And he'll face McMillan, Robinson, and Crow. McMillan, the shortstop, has been hit by a pitch and doubled in a run. Here's the pitch to Roy McMillan from Mike Garcia. 3-9. Righty-righty. 3-9. Ground ball to short. And that'll be out number 1 as Carrasquel retires his counterpart with a throw to first. Big Frank Robinson strides the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's flown out to left and center. Narrigan goes through the signs. Garcia nods his head. The pitch to Frank Robinson. 4-11. 4-11. Fly ball left field. The left fielder is Woodland. He's a 4 defender, and we rolled an 11. So a 4 and an 11 goes to an error check, and he's an E3, so that's not horrible. E3 is not bad at all. So he's an E3. Let's make sure. Yep, E3. We roll the red die. That's a 6. He should make the play on the E3. And he does. 5 through 11's an out. So he makes the catch as he reaches out and snares the ball. And Robinson's retired on his third flyout. So 2 outs, base is empty. For the first baseman, George Crowe. Crowe has reached on a 2-base error by Colavito, then doubled and scored. 4-0, bottom of the 4th, Buckeye State battle. The windup and the pitch to George Crowe. Garcia fires in a 1-7. 1-7, swing and a miss. He challenged him with the high cheese and was victorious. 1-2-3, go the Reds. As Garcia and the Indians desperately had to put up a goose egg. We go to the top of the 5th, 4-0 Cincinnati in the Buckeye State battle of 1957 between the Indians and the Reds. Due up for Cleveland, Nerrigan, Garcia, and Carrasquel. So here's Hal Nerrigan, the catcher. He singled his first time up. Brooks Lawrence rocks and deals to Nerrigan. 1-6. 1-6. Hard hit ball to first. Up with it is Crowe. Waves off the pitcher. Takes it to the bag himself. 1 away. So Nerrigan grounds out to Crowe. And here comes Mike Garcia. Garcia singled his first time up. They're going to let him hit. Lawrence deals quickly to his counterpart Garcia. 5-7. Right-handed batter. 5-7. Swing and a miss. He didn't challenge him with a fastball this time. He used the breaking pitch. Fooled him badly. That's Crowe's third strikeout. So 2 outs. We go to the top of the order. And Chico Carrasquel. Chico is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Once to third, once to short. The pitch from Lawrence to Carrasquel. 4s across the board. That's a 4-8. Right-handed batter. 4-8, and that's a walk. So Carrasquel walks. Carrasquel walks. Carrasquel is not going to steal. He's an E-stealer. But with 2 outs, they'll hold him, so he's only 1 through 13. And here's a power-hitting Gene Woodland for the Indians. If he can go yard, he'll cut this lead in half. Woodland reached on a 2-base error by Gus Bell in center and grounded to third and Hoke. Let's see what Woodland can do. Lawrence nods his head. Bailey sets the target. The pitch to Gene Woodland. 6-11. Will this end the inning? Left-handed batter, 6-11. Fly ball to right field. The right fielder is Post. He's a 3 defender. We rolled a 12. 3-12 goes to an error check. Post is an E6. Roll the red die. That's a 10. This should be an out. E6. He makes the catch. And the side is retired. The walk doesn't hurt. Go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 4-0 Cincinnati in the Buckeye State battle of 1957. So the big bats of Cleveland have not come to life. Mike Garcia back up on the mound. He's given up 4 runs, but there will be no more run check unless he gives up 5 in this inning, because he put up a goose egg. So he'll face Hoke, Bell, and Bailey. Dave S. says, Happy Thanksgiving from the Great White North. Oh, it's Thanksgiving in Canada. Awesome sauce. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Canadian Thanksgiving. It's Columbus Day here, so happy Columbus Day to everybody else. Here's the pitch from Garcia to Hoke. 2-5. Righty-righty matchup. 2-5. That's a walk. That's a walk. So Hoke has been on base all 3 times. A walk, a single. He scored a run. Now he walks again. Hoke is a D-stealer. Will not be held on. And here's Gus Bell. Gus Bell has made a 2-base error. He's also grounded out and singled in a run. And scored. Garcia hoping to turn 2 here. Keep the ball down low. He kicks in, deals to Gus Bell. 6-9 to Gus Bell. Left-handed batter. 6-9. Fly ball to left field. Going back to his right and making the catch is Woodling. Retreating back to first is Hoke. So 1 away, 1 on. Bell feels like he missed a pitch he could hit. Now bring up the left-handed batting catcher, Ed Bailey. Bailey has flown to center and singled in a run. Carrasquel and Avila pinch the middle, hoping for 2. Garcia looks in, nods his head. Narrigan sets the target. The pitch to his counterpart, Ed Bailey. 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66. 6-6. That's a single. Bailey singles to center. Hoke single to center. Maris has a -2 arm, so Hoke will go 90 feet and stop. And Bailey picks up his second hit. He's now 2 for 3. So first and second, 1 out. Garcia's really struggled in this game. Now bring up the right fielder, Wally Post, with Lawrence, the pitcher, on deck. Post has doubled and scored and struck out. Garcia hoping for the double play ball. He deals to the right-handed batting Wally Post. 4-5 to Post. 4-5. Fly ball out to right. Making the catch is Calavito. They don't challenge his -5 arm. And there are 2 away. So 2 outs, first and second. And here comes the pitcher, Brooks Lawrence. Lawrence has grounded out and had a sac fly for a ribby. He needs a base hit here. Garcia's going to challenge him with a fastball. That's a 6-10. Righty-righty matchup. 6-10. Ground ball, hard hit to third. Hoke is a 2 defender. It's a defense check. That's a 2-10. Got to flip the old chart there. Third base, 2-10. Goes to an error check. Hoke's an E15. Roll the red die. That's an 8. Let's see if that's good enough to make the play. 15-8. He snares it, throws across the diamond. 7 through 12's an out. Ground ball A, and the side is retired. Nice play by Hoke on the hard hit ball by the pitcher, Brooks Lawrence. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. We have to go to Smith. Smith. 4. I looked at the wrong team. Smith, the third baseman for the Tribe. Hoke's the third baseman for the Reds. The Reds are up. So it's Smith. He's a 4 defender. We rolled a 10. 4 and a 10. We still go to the error check. We rolled an 8. His error rating is a 44. That's not bueno. And that is an error. 3 through 12 is an error. Wow. He's an automatic error. 37 or more. The only way he makes a play is on a 2, and it's a split. 5 and 6, he makes the play on the secondary roll. So that's an error, an E1. So my faux pas. The inning continues. The bases are juiced, as I looked at Hoke by accident. That's an E5 on Smith. We go to the top of the order now. 2 outs. Garcia should be out of it. And here comes Johnny Temple, who's 1 for 3. This could be it for Garcia. The pitch to Johnny Temple. Errors galore in this game. 3-7. 3-7. Fly ball to center field. Waiting for it to come down and making the catch is Roger Maris. And after all that adventure, the bases stay loaded. Garcia breathes a sigh of relief. We go to the top of the sixth, still 4-0 Cincinnati. Due up for the Indians in the top of the sixth, Calavito, Wirtz, and Avila. Their bats have been silent. Here comes the Rocky Calavito to face Brooks Lawrence. Lawrence point of weakness check starts in the seventh. Calavito is struck out and reached on an error at third. Here's the pitch to Rocky Calavito. 6-6, you get your kicks on Route 66. Righty-righty matchup. 6-6, popped up to the shortstop. That'll be out number 1 as McMillan makes the catch. One out, no one on for the power-hitting first baseman Vic Wirtz. Wirtz has walked and banged into a 6-4-3 double play. He awaits the Lawrence offering, pitch homeward bound to the left-handed power stick. 3-4 to Vic Wirtz. Lefty. Righty matchup. 3-4. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt. Bailey corrals it. Throws down to first to complete the strikeout. 2 down. That's the 4th strikeout for Brooks Lawrence. Base is empty. Can Bobby Avila get anything going for the Tribe? Avila, second baseman's 0 for 2. He's flown out and ground out. Lawrence nods his head. Bailey sets the target. The pitch to Bobby Avila. 1-9. 1-9. Slowly hit ball to second. Charging in his temple. He throws to Crow. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Indians. Avila is now 0 for 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-0 Cincinnati. Lawrence has been quite good for the Reds. Mike Garcia back up on the bump. He had the hiccup in innings 1 and 3. Those were the 4 runs came in. 2 and 3, excuse me. 1 in the second, 3 in the third. Due up for the Reds, McMillan, Robinson, and Crow to face Mike Garcia. Here's the pitch to Roy McMillan. McMillan was hit by a pitch. He doubled in a run and grounded to short. 3-8. Righty-righty matchup. 3-8. That's going to be a fly ball to Maris in center for out number 1. Here comes Big Frank Robinson. He's flown out 3 times. Phone delay, and I'm not shutting the headset off this time. Hello? Dad's resting. And we're back from phone delay. So there's 1 out. Robinson's at the plate. I don't remember if I rolled, so I will roll again. I don't think I rolled. Here's the pitch to Frank Robinson. He's 0 for 3. He's flown out 3 times. And it's a 4-4. Does it close the door on Frank Robinson? 4-4, righty-righty matchup. And so we play for the catcher, Narrigan. Narrigan's a 3 defender, and we rolled a 2. Flip the chart. Catcher, a 3 and a 2 is a pass ball and a pop-up. No one's on. So on the next pitch, Robinson pops out to the catcher. He's now 0 for 4. 2 outs, base is empty, so Garcia's settled in quite well. He's had some adventures, but he's not given up any more runs since the bottom of the third. Here comes George Crow, the first baseman. Crow reached on a 2-base error, doubled and scored, and struck out in his last plate appearance. Left-handed batter. Garcia kicks and deals to George Crow. 1-12 to Crow. 1-12, and that's a walk. So no 1-2-3 inning for Mike Garcia. Crow is an E-stealer, but with 2 outs, we'll hold him on. He'll only be a +1, so that's 1 through 10. And here comes the third baseman, Don Hoke. He's been on base 3 times. A walk, a single when he scored, and another walk. The windup and the pitch to Don Hoke. 6-8. Righty-righty matchup. 6-8. Bounding ball to third. Up with it is Smith. He throws to Wirtz, and the side is retired as Hoke grounds out 5-3. The walk doesn't hurt. We go to the top of the 7th. Cincinnati still throwing shutout ball. They're up 4-0. Will the Tribe's tomahawks come to life? We shall see in this Buckeye State Battle of 1957 with more phone delays and technical difficulties than one person would like. All right, due up for the Indians. Maris. Where's Maris? Maris should be up. Avila made the last out. Where's the Maris card? There's the Maris card right here. Okay. It's going to be Maris, Smith, and Narrigan. Tribe trail 4-0. Roger Maris has flown out twice. Here's the pitch from Brooks Lawrence to Roger Maris. 2-6. 2-6. Swing and a miss. He chased high and away. He's now 0 for 3. 1 out top of the 7th. Now bring up the third baseman, Al Smith. He's 0 for 2. He's struck out and flown to center. Lawrence deals quickly again to Al Smith. 2-5. Righty-righty, 2-5. Swing and a miss. He's just blowing the fastball by him. Second time, he has struck out Smith. Lawrence now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ks as the strikeout total quietly creeps up. As Lawrence seems to be getting stronger and stronger with each inning. 2 outs, base is empty for the catcher, Hal Narrigan. Narrigan has singled and grounded to first. Bailey wiggles the fingers, sets the target. The pitch to his counterpart, Hal Narrigan. Ones across the boards, triple snake eyes. That's a 1-2. How do you do? 1-2, ground ball back to Lawrence. He'll throw to first, and 1-2-3 go the Indians once again. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 4-0 Reds in the Buckeye State Battle of 1957. So Lawrence easily gets through his point of weakness check. But most likely, well, he's up. He'll lead off the next inning. He'll probably continue to pitch as he has been quite solid. Bottom of the 7th for the Reds. They're up 4-0. Bell, Bailey, and Post. Mike Garcia now reaches his point of weakness check. Cal McLeish is ready in the Cleveland Indians bullpen. 9-7 with a 2.74. He had 7 starts and a save, so he's ready to come in for Mike Garcia. Here's the pitch to Gus Bell, who is 1 for 3, a single and a ribby. Garcia tosses in a 4-9. Left-handed batter, 4-9. And that is a ground ball beaten in the dirt to second base. Avila has it. He'll throw to Wirtz at first for out number 1. 1 through 3 would have been a single pass Avila. But we rolled a 6. 4 through 20 is a ground out. So Bell is retired. 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. 4-0 Cincinnati And here comes the catcher, Easy Ed Bailey. Bailey, 2 for 3, 2 singles, a ribby, and a fly out to center. Garcia trying to pass his point of weakness check. Here's the pitch to Easy Ed Bailey. 3-4. Does it close the door on Bailey? Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. 3-4. That's a one-hopper to Avila. He's a busy beaver. He'll throw again to Wirtz, 2 away. Rinse and repeat. 2 up, 2 down. Ground outs to the second baseman, Avila. And here's the right fielder, Wally Post. Post has doubled and scored, struck out, and flown out to right. Garcia takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. He rocks and deals to Wally Post. 4-5 to Wally Post, right-handed batter. 4-5. That ball's lifted out to right. And Rocky Colavito moves towards the line, makes the catch. And 1-2-3 go the Reds. So Garcia's settled in nicely after the hiccups in the second and the third. But we go to the top of the eighth, still 4-0 Cincinnati, to the joy of all Reds fans like Dave Little. Brooks Lawrence to lead things off here Mikey Garcia to lead things off here in the top of the eighth. So it'll be a pinch hitter for Garcia as the Indians are down by 4. And so Cal McLeish will come in. Let's put that card over here. And let's see who's going to pinch hit. We're just going to take, all players are eligible. And we're just going to take the best hitter on the bench against righties. Russ Nixon hit 281. He's a catcher. We've got a gazillion catchers, and we're not playing with an injury rule. So Russ Nixon, and he's 90% off righties because he's a left-handed batter. I think Russ Nixon, he went on to play for the Red Sox, I believe. So it's Russ Nixon to come in to pinch hit. Make sure I'm on the right team. Cleveland, yep. To pinch hit for Mikey Garcia. Cal McLeish, I think that's how you pronounce his name, will come in to pitch. So it's Russ Nixon. Nixon, 281, 2 homers, 18 ribbies, and 185 at-bats. Try to get things started off for the Tribe, who are down 4-0. Lawrence deals to the pinch hitter, Russ Nixon. I should probably write his name in. That would be helpful, right? So it would be Russ Nixon, the pinch hitter, here in the top of the eighth to try to get things going for the Tribe. And now here's the pitch from Lawrence to Nixon. 4-6 to Russ Nixon, left-handed batter. 4-6, and Nixon gets things started in a big way. That's a single to center. 1 through 11 would have been a double, but we rolled a 14. So Russ Nixon on the 4-6 singles to center. So a good job by Nixon. Nixon's at first. And here comes the shortstop, Chico Carrasquel. Carrasquel is hitless. He has walked. He's 0 for 2. Lawrence hoping for a double play ball. They're not holding Nixon on. He's an E-stealer. The pitch to Carrasquel. 4-10 to Chico. Righty-righty matchup. 4-10, and that's a walk. Second time Carrasquel's walk. Here come the Tribe. First and second now. Things got started with the pinch hit single by Russ Nixon. And if he gives up one more hit, he reaches point of weakness. And here's Gene Woodland. If Woodland can go bye-bye birdie, a bippity-boppity-boom, it'll be 4-3. This game's got quite interesting quite quickly. And Cincinnati now gets their bullpen up. And let's see who we have. Hirsch Freeman had 8 saves with a 4.52. That's an ouchie. Okay. Joe Nuxhall. Tom Acker. Well, these are all high ERAs. Art Fowler. Johnny Klippstein. His son played for the Indians. I'm almost positive of it. Vincent Amore. Wow. So, I guess all horrible ERAs here. Hirsch Freeman is a righty. Don Gross is a lefty, and seeing this is only a one-game cup battle. Both men were starters and relievers. Gross had 1 save. Freeman had 8 saves. They're both up in the pen. High ERAs, though. So they're both up in the pen, righty-lefty. They're getting ready for the Reds. So first and second, no outs, and here comes Gene Woodland. Woodland reached on the 2-base error by Buddy Bell, and he's grounded out and flown out to right. Here we go. Can Gene Woodland bring the Tribe to within 1? Lawrence kicks and deals to Gene Woodland. 1-4. If he gives up a hit or a walk, he reaches point of weakness. 1-4. 1-4. Boom goes the ball. Gene Woodland has just brought the Tribe to within 1 as he crushes this ball to right center field. Brooks Lawrence tried to blow a fastball by him. And Woodland, bippity boppity boom. And Gene Woodland will touch them all. It's now 4-3 on the 1-4. A home run, 1 through 19. We rolled a 6. And just what we feared, as the Reds give up a 3-run homer, and the Tribe's bats or tomahawks finally come to life. Good morning, Kurt. Hope all is well. A 3-run homer by Woodland. And that is it for Brooks Lawrence. So things have gotten very interesting in this Buckeye State battle. And it all started with the pinch hitter, Russ Nixon. And phone delay again, because that's what happens. 4-3. Be right back. Hello. Yeah, this is Funzy. How can I help you? How are you? Good. That's sleeping. So Woodland's 3-run homer, we're done with the phone delay, has brought the Tribe to within 1. That's it for Brooks Lawrence. A little sounds of silence here in Cincinnati. So Nixon, let's just put this like this, because obviously he'll still hit if we somehow come back around. Here comes Rocky Colavito. He's a righty. So it's going to be Hirsch Freeman. So it's Colavito, Vic Wirtz, so righty, lefty, righty. That's the way I usually stack my lineups when I make them for both teams. So we'll just go with Hirsch Freeman. So Brooks Lawrence can only win it. He can't lose it. Does give up the 3-run homer to Gene Woodland as the Tribe's bats finally come alive. Hirsch Freeman. Brooks Lawrence goes Well, he doesn't retire anyone. He goes 7 innings, as he retired no one in the 8th. And here's Hirsch Freeman. Let's give you his numbers for the Reds. 7-2 with a 4.52 earned run average and 8 saves. He struck out 36, walked 14, gave up 14 gopher balls. And here's Rocky Colavito to face the right-handed throwing Hirsch Freeman. Bailey goes out to have a word to see how they'll pitch to the Rock. Tremendous power by Colavito. He hasn't shown it today. Colavito struck out, reached on an error by the third baseman, and lined out to short. 4-3, no outs. The pitch to Colavito from Freeman. That's a 2-8. Righty, 2-8. And Colavito singles to center. 1 through 11 would have been a double. It's a single, though. We rolled a 12. So Colavito gets his first hit. The tying run's at first base. And here comes a dangerous power hitter, Vic Wertz. He's a lefty. If Wertz goes yard, bippity-boppity boom. As Dave S. says, call from the bullpen. You are correct. Oh boy, the Indians. Here's the pitch from Freeman to Wertz. Will he make it Hurts? 2-11. 2-11, and that's a single to left. Colavito not being held on. One through 12, single to left. Left fielder is Robinson. Robinson +1. They're going to hold Colavito. Let's not run into an out. So everything's come apart here for the Reds in the top of the 8th. 4-3 game now. First and second, and here comes Bobby Avila, second baseman. He's hitless. He's 0 for 3. A bunter. He's going to try to bunt the runners over. Infield looking for that, so he goes to a B bunter. Here's the roll, and the bunt. That's a 7 and a B. I think that's going to be good. 7B. The ball will be fielded by Crow. He'll turn and throw to Temple on the wheel play, and the runners advance one base. So a good job by Avila to drop down the bunt. Again, A bunter. Infield was playing for the bunt, made it a B bunter. So Colavito moves up to third. Wertz moves up to second on the sac bunt by Avila. And that goes 3-4 on the wheel play, so 1 out. As Dave Little says, the Indians are full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. All right, 1 out, second and third. And here comes Roger Maris. The infield will play in to try to keep the lead. Infield in. Do they go to Don Gross now? Do they go to Don Gross? Who's up after Maris? Al Smith. Or do we walk the bases loaded and try for the double play? They're going to walk Roger Maris, load the bases up, and try for the inning-ending double play. So Maris is intentionally walked. The bases are juiced. There's 1 out. And here comes Al Smith, the third baseman. Smith, 0 for 3, struck out twice and flown to center. They're playing for 2. Righty-righty matchup. Freeman. A bead of sweat down his brow. The windup and the pitch to Al Smith. Moment of truth. Indians trying to tie it or take the lead. 4-3 game Reds. Top of the 8th. 1 out. Bases juiced. 2-8. 2-8. Fly ball left field B question mark. So that will be an out. Colavito is at third. Colavito's at third. Colavito is a 1 through 12. It is a fly ball. It's a 2-8 fly ball. Center field. Question mark. So it's not, we have to elect to have him go or not. Gus Bell with a -2. Colavito. So it's a 50-50 chance. 50-50 chance. On deck is Nerrigan. They're going to send him. We're going to take the 50-50 chance. Here's the throw by Gus Bell. It's an 8. Colavito slides in safely. We have a tie ball game. So Colavito scores, and it's 4-4 on the sack and ribby by Smith. The throw was slightly to the right of Bailey. He fielded it on a 1-hop. Tried to dive back to tag Colavito. But Colavito scores. And this all got started with a pinch hit single by Russ Nixon. So it's a whole new ball game, folks. 4-4 in the Buckeye State battle. Many phone delays, technical difficulties, but it's been a fun game for those who have lasted through it. And here comes the catcher with 2 outs. And it's first and second. Hal Nerrigan, 4-4 ball game. Nerrigan's 1 for 3. A single, a ground out to the first baseman, a ground out to the pitcher. Hirsch Freeman kicks and deals to the left-handed batting Nerrigan. 2-9. 2-9. Hard hit ball to second. Temple throws to Crow, and the side is retired. But the Indians strike for 4. It all started with a pinch hit single by Russ Nixon. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 4-4 in the Buckeye battle. Dave S. says, wow, if I rolled, it would have been a 20. Usually that's what it's for me, too. That's why I laughed when it was an 8. But you got to take a shot. 50-50, tying run at third. All right, 4-4. We got to do a little accounting here. Russ Nixon is out. Russ Nixon is out. Let's put him over there. Nerrigan made the last out. Cal McLeish. What's his hitter card? Wow, he's a switch hitter, this pitcher, with normal power. And it's a 6. I have to find the new pitcher's card here. And he's going to possibly lead off the next inning. 6. All right, that's this here. Yeah, a couple of home runs on here. Interesting. Huh. All right, so we got that just in case we want to go with him. All right. And he's a switch hitter. That's pretty funny. So Cal McLeish will come in. Mike Garcia ended up going 7. He's off the hook. It's a 4-4 game now. And here comes Cal, capital M, lowercase c, capital L-I-S-H. I think that's McLeish. McLeish. And Hirsch Freeman will not bat. So his day's done, and it's going to be Don Gross, most likely. But we need a pinch hitter first, as the wheels are churning. 4-4, bottom of the 8th. Let's find our best available hitter against McLeish, who's a righty. Again, all players are eligible. Ted Kluszewski is a lefty. 79% against righties. So Kluszewski will grab a bat. It's Ted Kluszewski trying to give the Reds a lead here. He pinch hits for Hirsch Freeman. So there'll be a new pitcher. So Freeman goes 1 inning. Gives up the tying run. So Freeman only goes 1. And again, it might be Don Gross. He's the next best ERA. Their bullpen's dreadful. So here comes Ted Kluszewski, the man with the cut-off sleeves. Like to show off his biceps. 268 in 127 at-bats. He had 2 doubles, 6 homers, and 21 ribbies. Slugging percentage, .465. He pinch hits for Hirsch Freeman. Johnny Temple on deck. McLeish deals to Kluszewski. Righty-lefty matchup. That's a 5-9 to Ted Kluszewski. 5-9. Swing and a miss. Kluszewski with a mighty swing, but he hit nothing but air. So Ted Kluszewski is retired. And of course, it's a long name. Pinch hitter, his day's done. Top of the order. So McLeish retires Kluszewski. Johnny Temple, who's 1 for 4. 4-4 ball game, 1 out, bottom of the 8th. McLeish nods his head. He deals to Johnny Temple. 4s across the board. That's a 4-8. Right-handed batter, righty-righty matchup. 4-8. Line shot. A step and a dive by Smith. He snares it, and he robs extra bases by Johnny Temple. So Smith, trying to make up for the error he committed, does a fabulous job there, flashing the leather on the line out. So there's 2 down. Now bring up the shortstop, Roy McMillan. McMillan's was hit by a pitch, doubled in a run, grounded out, and flown out to center. McLeish looking for a 1-2-3 inning, picks up the sign from there again. He rocks and deals to Roy McMillan. 4-5, righty-righty matchup. 4-5, and that is a ball driven deep to left field, racing back at the track, leaping up, banging into the wall is Woodland. Does he have it? Yes, he does, as he shows the men in blue the ball in his glove, and 1-2-3 go the Cincinnati Reds. Great catch by Woodland. As McMillan really got a hold of that ball. He's a weak hitter, and that was a 4-5. A 1-4 would have been a homer, but because he's a weak hitter, would have been a single. But he really drove it. We rolled a 19, and Woodland goes crashing into the leaping and crashing into the wall, robbing extra bases of Roy McMillan. We go to the top of the 9th, knotted at 4. Alrighty, so we will go with Don Gross, I guess, the best available pitcher in this not-so-good Reds pitching staff. 4-3-1. He's a lefty. Let's see who's coming up. Smith's a righty. Oh, no, we have the pitcher coming up. McLeish. He's a switch hitter. He got a little home run. Do we have McLeish hit for himself? That's the question. Probably not. All right, so Let's see who we have to pinch hit for McLeish. Next available best hitter. And Gross will come in. He's our next best ERA bullpen guy, even if he's a lefty. So it's going to be Don Gross. The Reds pitching was just cruising along until the top of the 8th, cruising along down the highway. And it's Don Gross. Left-hander. 7-9 with 1 save, 4.31 earned run average. And now, let's go to the Cleveland bench. Let's see who we have available. Joe Caffey, 270, 3 homers, 10 ribbies. But he does not hit well against lefties. Dick Brown. He's a catcher. 40%. Billy Harrell, 30%. Larry Raines, Dick Williams, 7 home runs, 40%. Dick Williams, who will go on to manage the 67 Impossible Dream Team of the Boston Red Sox, a very young manager, pretty good manager. He also managed the Padres to a World Series appearance and the A's to a World Series victory. So here's Dick Williams to pinch hit for Cal McLeish. Okay, let's put that like that. Here's Dick Williams. So Dick Williams, remember they had a Russ Nixon got things started off last time with a pinch hit single, so it's going to be Dick Williams. Dick Williams to pinch hit. In the top of the 9th. 7 homers, so he's got some pop in that bat. I have him on my 1964 Red Sox team. The one thing, if he does hit the ball, he actually does hit homers. So we'll give you Dick Williams' numbers against Don Gross. Well, he'll face Don Gross. 261, 7 homers, 34 ribbies, 2 triples, and 17 doubles. 40% off the Strat card against lefties. Gross deals to Dick Williams. Top of the 9th, 4-4 ball game. That's a 2-8. 2-8. That's a fly ball deep to center, but not deep enough in front of the track. And the wall is Gus Bell. He makes the catch. Williams flies out to center. 1 down. Top of the order. Right-handed batting shortstop, Chico Carrasquel. Gross deals quickly to Carrasquel. 1-5 to Carrasquel. Left-handed pitcher. 1-5. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 down. Gross is dealing. 2 up, 2 down. Wants to take it to the bottom of the 9th. Knotted at 4. And here comes Gene Woodland. Woodland hit the 3-run homer to bring the Tribe to within 1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Don Gross looks in, picks up the sign from Easy Ed Bailey. The windup and the pitch of Gene Woodland. Can he give the Tribe the lead? 1-8. 1-8. Fly ball deep to right field. Going back in the corner and making the catch is Post, and the side is retired. Don Gross does his J.O.B. Cleveland goes down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Battle of the Buckeye State knotted at 4. So we need a new pitcher for the Indians as McLeish is out. He pitched 1 inning, scoreless. And again, we'll just go with the best ERA guy who's eligible out of the bullpen. He'll be Ray Narleski, 11-5, 16 saves, 3.09 ERA. Right-handed thrower. He's good for 3 innings. So here comes Ray Narleski. Third pitcher for Cleveland. Bottom of the ninth, tied at 4. And he'll face Robinson, Crow, and Hoke. And if we have to, we'll do the accounting. All right, Frank Robinson is 0 for 4. Can Frank Robinson get a walk-off homer against Ray Narleski? Righty-righty matchup. Narleski deals to Big Frank. 2-5. 2-5. Swing and a miss. Robinson's day of misery at the plate continues. He's now 0 for 5 as the Indians throw it around the infield. Here comes the left-handed batting first baseman, George Crow. Narleski has the ball. Fires in a 5-7 to the left-hand batting Crow. 5-7 and a 2. That is a shot to left center field on the run. Making the Superman diving catch is Roger Maris. A 1 would have been a triple. 2 through 20 is an out to center. I'm not saying that would have been a triple. I like to make it a fantastic play. A diving catch by Maris. And there are 2 down. We're 1 out away from free baseball. Narleski breathes a sigh of relief, and here comes Don Hoke, the third baseman. Hoke has walked, singled and scored, walked and grounded to third. Narleski nods his head. Narrigan sets the target to pitch to Don Hoke. 4-4, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. Base is empty. 3-6. 3-6, and a 1. That's a shot to center field. Maris won't get to this one. It's going to bounce and go to the wall. And it's a 2-out double for Hoke. Winning run at second base. 3-6. 1 through 16 is a double. We rolled a 1. Winning run at second base, and Hoke 1 through 14 base runner. They'll hold him close. He'll be with 2 outs, 1 through 15. Gus Bell can try to win it here. Needs an extra base hit. Narleski peeks over his shoulder. He rocks and deals to Gus Bell. Will this end the game? A 6-7 left-handed batter. 6-7-8 line shot right at the second baseman, and the side is retired as Avila says, "Look what I found." A 1-7. I'm sorry, a 6-7. A 1 would have been a single. 2 through 20. Line out to second. We go to free baseball. And the top of the 10th. Don Gross back up on the bump. He will face Calavito, Wirtz, and Avila. Gus Bell made the final out. So here's Gross to Rocky Calavito. He singled and scored the tying run on the sac fly by Smith. Gross fires in a 1-9. Left-handed pitcher, 1-9. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 1 down. Gross is good for 4 innings. And here comes Vic Wirtz. Can Wirtz go by birdie? He's 1 for 4, a 1 for 3, a walk, a double play, a strikeout, and a single in his last plate appearance. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Vic Wertz, trying to make it hurt. 2-2. How do you do? 2-2. He's hit ground ball to second. Smashes it into the ground. Up with it is Temple. 2 down as he throws to first. Gross trying to make quick work of the Tribe here in the top of the 10th. Here comes Bobby Avila, second baseman. Bailey wiggles the fingers. The pitch from Gross to Avila. 5-5. Righty. 5-5. That's going to be a fly ball out to left. Robinson makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Knotted at 4. The Reds need to push 1 run across to win the Battle of Buckeye State. It will be Bailey, post, and a pinch hitter. Here's Ed Bailey to face Ray Narliski. Narliski rocks and fires to Bailey, 1-9. Right-handed pitcher, 1-9. Strike 3 looking. Paints the outside corner with the fastball. Bailey didn't like the call. So 1 out. Here's Wally Post, the right fielder. Narliski kicks and deals the Post. 4-9. Right-handed batter. 4-9. Ground ball to the shortstop. For the Indians, the shortstop for the Indians is Carrasquel. He's a 2 defender. We rolled a 16. 2-16. He's up with it. He throws to first. It's 2 down. Top of the 11th, looming large now. Kwazuski's done. And we'll have a pinch hitter. Number 6. Yeah, we're going to have a pinch hitter. A pinch hitter for the pitcher, Don Gross. Cincinnati's up at the plate. Get the right column. And the pinch hitter will be Alex Gramas. Ooh, Smokey Burgess. Oh, Smokey Burgess. Smokey Burgess will get the call. Former Springfield Giant in the International League. Played for the Springfield, Massachusetts. Cubs. He played for the Springfield, Massachusetts Cubs. So Smokey Burgess will get the call. Nice. Pinch hitter, home run hitter extraordinaire. 283. He played on the 1960 Pittsburgh Pirates World Series team that beat the Yankees. He was the catcher, one of the 2 catchers who played in those games. 283, 14 homers, 39 ribbies, 1 triple, and 14 doubles. Said the hardest place to hit a home run was not in the major leagues, but at Pinchin Park in Springfield, Massachusetts. Pinchin Park no longer exists, unfortunately. All right, so here we go. Smokey Burgess, and they will pitch to him. They will not walk Smokey Burgess. We didn't bring him in to walk him. So Narleski's going to have to make a play here. Smokey Burgess, does he get the walk-off? We shall see. Narleski takes a deep breath. The wind-up and the pitch to Smokey Burgess. A 3-9. 3-9. That shot is deep to right, and it's going to be high off the wall. It's going to be a 2-out double for Smokey Burgess. A 1 through 8 would have been a walk-off homer. Burgess missed it by half a foot. Oh, boy, that would have been glorious for Smokey Burgess to get a walk-off. But he doubles. So Smokey Burgess doubles. Winning run is at second base. With 2 outs. Hello, Peter Griffin. Hope all is well. Dave Lowe says Dick Williams managed teams in all 4 divisions when there were only 4 divisions. Pretty cool. So Smokey Burgess stands at second. We almost had the walk-off. There's no way I'm walking Smokey Burgess. One of my favorite players of all time. Burgess at second, 1 through 8. We're going to have to pinch run for him, though. That we will have to do. All right, let's just find someone who has Jerry Lynch. 1 through 12, 1 through 12. Alex Grammis, 1 through 13, but he has a decent bat. And we got Pete Wiesnet. Pete Wisenet? I don't know how to pronounce his name. And he only batted 211, so he's going to pinch run. All kinds of dealings here. He's going to pinch run for Smokey Burgess, who did his JOB. Pinch hit double, just missed a walk-off homer. So here comes Pete Wisenet to pinch run. And we'll figure out where to write him in later. So Don Gross, it's up to Don Gross to take it to the top of the 11th. Johnny Temple at the plate. Naraleski to take it to the top of the 11th. He'll face Johnny Temple. The pinch runner Pete Winsat runs 1 through 4. They'll hold him close, so it'll only be 1 through 14. It'll be 1 through 15. Can Johnny Temple win it here? The pitch to Johnny. Oh, he's a righty. Yeah. 70% against McMillan. Slight difference. Naraleski deals to Johnny Temple. Will he win the game for the Reds in this Buckeye State battle? 4-7. Righty. 4-7. Swing and a miss. And the side is retired. So the pinch hit double goes for naught. We go to the top of the 11th. Knotted at 4. And if we don't finish in an inning or so, I'll have to call it a stream because I have stuff to do on my day off, unfortunately. So Winsett is out. Another player out. We need a pitcher for Gross. So again, we'll just go to the best available ERA guy who can pitch out of the pen. Oh my God, are they awful. 5.93. Vincent Amore, but he only threw 27 innings. Let's bypass him. I don't think they're any better, though. Oh, 5.05. Johnny Klippstein. Again, I think his son pitched for the Indians because he has that picture with the white man's fro, the hair all sticking out of his cap. And it's going to be Johnny Klippstein. 5.5. 4.75. Actually, Hal Jeffcoat. Yeah. He can pitch out of the pen 4.52 because that's how. Yep, so it's going to be Hal Jeffcoat. Throws righty. He's good for 3 innings. And the Reds will use their 4th pitcher. As this score sheet is a mess. Fun game, though. That's why I wanted to bring it to the channel. I thought it was going to be a good game. It is. All right, Hal Jeffcoat. We go to the top 11th, 4-4. So Hal Jeffcoat's a right-handed thrower. 12-13. Had 31 starts, but he is eligible to pitch in relief. It says so. 4.52. He gave up 29 homers, struck out 63, walked 46. And he will face. We intentionally want. Avila flew out. He'll face Roger Maris, Al Smith, and then Narrigan, the catcher. Here's the pitch to Roger Maris from Jeffcoat. 1-7. 1-7. That's a walk. Go ahead, run at first base. That's a walk. B Steeler. We might actually. Okay, so Jeffcoat is a -1. We're going to do the hold with the pitcher, a little advanced mixed in with a little super advanced mixed with the advanced, in my own way of doing it. So that's a -3. B stealing second base. 1 through 10. No, he'll stay put. So Maris, the go-ahead run at first. They'll hold him close. So it'll be a 1 through 13. Here's Al Smith, right-handed batter. Jeffcoat hoping for the double play ball. The pitch to Al Smith. 4-4. Will it close the door on Al Smith? 4. Fly ball center field. Defense check for the adventurous Gus Bell. He's a 2, and that's a 3. 2 defender. We rolled a 3 on the 20-sided die. He's not a bad defender. He's just had a bad game. 2, 3, and he's an E5. Okay, so a 2 for the center fielder and a 3. That's going to drop in. He does not get into the sinking line drive. And going first to third is Maris, as it's a single, 2 stars. So Smith picks up his first hit. First and third, infield moves in. Try to cut the run down at the plate. Here's Hal Narrigan. Jeffcoat deals to the catcher, Hal Narrigan. Indians trying to take the lead here. 6-7, left-handed batter. 6-7, it's a single, 2 stars, and the Indians take the lead. They come all the way back. They're now up 5-4 as Maris trots in from third. Going first to third is Smith. And Narrigan picks up his second hit in the go-ahead ribby. Maris scores. First and third. And here's the pitcher, Narliski, and he's gonna hit. Narliski's gonna hit. He's a 6. Ooh, we got the right card. Awesome sauce. Because he's got some pop in that. He's a righty with normal power. He's going to swing away. First and third. Infield in. But he's swinging away. Trying to get at least a sac fly to score Smith. 1 through 16. The pitch from Jeffcoat to Narleski. Pitcher versus pitcher. Kramer versus Kramer. That's a 6-10. We go to the pitcher's card. Righty. 6-10. Fly ball. C, shallow fly ball to left. Coming in, making the catch is Frank Robinson, runner's hold, so he can't hit the ball deep enough. And that was Narleski. So he flies out to left. 1 out, first and third, 5-4 Indians. They've come all the way back in this Buckeye State battle. Ooh, Dick Williams is not in the game. He was a pinch hitter. He's out. So Chico Carrasquel, the leadoff batter. Again, 1 out. He's got a couple of A's on here. They'll play for 2. The pitch by Jeffcoat to Carrasquel, hoping for the inning-ending double play. That's a 6-8. Righty, 6-8. Doesn't matter. Single to center. As they're jumping all over Hal Jeffcoat. This Cincinnati Reds pitching staff just imploded starting in the top of the 8th. So that's a single to center. That's a 6-8 double check, single to center. Trotting in from third is Smith. It's now 6-4. Narrigan will halt at second. Carrasquel picks up his first hit in a ribby. And the pitching is just not good for the Reds. It's too bad because Brooks Lawrence went 7 strong innings and fell apart in the 8th. So Smith scores. Narrigan's at third. And Carrasquel is at first. Here's Gene Woodland, who had a 3-run homer. Jeffcoat deals to Woodland. 3-4. Oh boy. 3-4, fly ball, left field. Making the catch is Frank Robinson, 2 away. Holding at second is Narrigan. Make sure we got the outs right. We do. So 2 outs, 2 on. They're holding Narrigan close at second, so he's only a +1. 1 through 10. Here's Rocky Colavito. Colavito scored the tying run in the top of the 8th. The pitch to the rock from Jeffcoat. 6-7. Righty matchup. 6-7. That's a single to center. 2 stars. So Colavito singles. Another run will score. As Narrigan scores from second. The Indians have put up 3 runs. They're now up 7-4. Going first to third is Carrasquel. Jeffcoat does not spell relief. Colavito picks up an RBI. Oh boy, Cincinnati Reds fans who were so joyous going into the top of the 8th are now just, well, it's Mudville. So Narrigan scores. The Indians' bats have finally come alive in a big way, starting in the 8th. And here's Vic Wertz. This could be the last batter for Jeffcoat. The pitch to Vic Wertz from Jeffcoat. 3-10. 3-10. Fly ball left field. Going back a bit and making the catch is Frank Robinson. So all 3 outs have been to Robinson. But before that, the Indians score 3. We go to the bottom of the 11th. It's now 7-3 Indians in the Buckeye State Battle. Ray Narliski will try to close things out. So can Narliski get the win here and the Buckeye State Battle Trophy against the 57 Cincinnati Reds? So can the 57 Indians defeat their crosstown rivals, Cincinnati Reds? Trailing 4-0 going to the top of the 8th. Now 7-4 Cleveland. 7-4. And it's McMillan, Robinson, and Crow. Narliski deals quickly to Roy McMillan. 2-3. What will it be? We shall see. Righty-righty matchup. 2-3. Slowly hit ball to third. Charging is Smith. He throws to first. 1 down. Indians are 2 outs away from the Buckeye Battle Trophy. Here comes Frank Robinson. He's not had a bueno day at the plate. He's 0 for forever. Bunch of flyouts, a pop-out, and a strikeout. Narliski deals to big Frank Robinson. 4-5. 4-5, righty-righty. 4-5, fly ball out to right field. Colavito makes the catch. The Indians 1 out away here in the bottom of the 11th from taking the Buckeye State Battle. And it's up to George Crow to keep hope alive. Left-handed batting first baseman. Narliski looks in at Narrigan. Nods his head. He rocks and deals to George Crow. 4-9. Will this be the ball game, folks? Left-handed batter. 4-9. Ground ball to short. Defense check for Carrasquel. Carrasquel is a 2. We rolled a 9. Flip the defense chart. Shortstop. 2-9. Error check. Carrasquel a 32. That's not bueno. That's a snake eyes. 2 on a 32. Where's the 32 for the shortstop? It's going to be a split, so we're going to have to roll again. 1 through 5 is an error. 2-base error. I don't know how the hell it's a 2-base error, but it's, well, he throws the ball away, I guess. So we roll the white die now. We need a 6 to end the game for the Indians. It's a 5, a 2-base error. Hope springs eternal here in Cincinnati. On the E6. Game should have been over, but Crow stands at second. Here comes Don Hoke, Tiny Bubbles. Hoke has walked twice, singled and scored, grounded to third and doubled. All right, Narliski, one more time into the breach against Don Hoke. They don't care about that run at second. They're not even holding him close. The pitch to Don Hoke. Indians up by 3, 7-4. 2 outs, runner at second, bottom of the 11th. That's a 6-7 to Don Hoke. Righty-righty matchup. 6-7, and that's a walk. Oh, my Lord. The tying run will come to the plate in Gus Bell. Holy cow. Narrigan goes out to have a quick word. The manager starts to come out, but Narliski says, I'm A-OK. He'll face the lefty Gus Bell. We got Don Mossy, though. Is he a lefty? Don, can he pitch in relief? Yes, he can. but he gave up 16 homers. Will we go lefty-lefty? Do we go lefty-lefty? And they're going to go lefty-lefty. That's it. They've had enough of Ray Narleski. Don Moss, not the most attractive man in the world, comes in. So another pitcher. This is it. It's going to be lefty-lefty. Don Mossy. Not Moss. I'm sorry. And again, if you've seen his photo, not an attractive man. Trying to get the last out here. Trying to get the last out. Dave Little saying, Gus, Gus, Gus. I don't think they would pinch hit for Gus. No. There's no way in heck. They don't care if it's a lefty-lefty matchup. They're never going to pinch hit for Gus Bell. All right, so it's Don Mossy. Can Don Mossy end it here? Does Gus Bell tie it up with one mighty swing? It'll have to be off Mossy's pitching card. And you know what? It's not going to be. He just has to get on. There's no home runs on either of the lefty sides. Oh, no. 1 through 13. If he rolls a 1 and a 12, 1 through 13 is a tying home run, 1 through 13. All right, here it is. He needs a 112. The pitch from Mossy to Gus Bell. 7-4. 2 on, 2 outs, tying run at the plate. Pitch homeward bound. 5-4. Lefty, lefty. 5-4. This is a play for the catcher, Narrigan, who's a 3, and we rolled a 3. So it's 3-3. What will it be? We shall see. Flip the defense chart. 3-3. It's a pop-up. Pop-up. Narrigan throws his mask away, waits for the ball to come down. He makes the catch, and everybody jumps up and down for the Cleveland Indians. They have come back in 11 innings to defeat their crosstown rivals Cincinnati Reds 7-4. Unbelievable ball game. The Reds bullpen implodes. And even Lawrence, who pitched 7 very good innings in the top of the 8th, I think were all 4 runs his? No, 3 of the 4 runs were his. And then Colavito was the responsibility of Freeman. But unbelievable, the Indians as Dave Little says, your grandson will manage the Reds one day. Oh, Buddy Bell is not Gus Bell's dad. I thought he was his dad. Okay, so that's his grandson. Thank you. As Dave Little says, oh, he's not happy. He's a big Cincinnati Reds fan. Fun game. I won't keep you any longer. I appreciate everyone who stuck with us. It was a fun game. The Buckeye State Battle goes to Cleveland as they come back. They score 4 in the top of the 8th to tie it, and 3 in the top of the 11th to win it 7-4. The winning pitcher is Narleski. The save goes to Don Mossy. The loss goes to Hal Jeffcoat out of the pen. So 1957 rivalry game between the Reds and the Indians goes to Cleveland. Through technical difficulties and more, we had a lot of... Oh, David Bell. Okay, thank you. So Buddy is his son, though, right? I kind of remembered that. All right, well, thank you, everyone. Thank you to Dave Little, Dave S, ID Gesture, OTDA, Peter Griffin, and many, many more. Kurt Berglund, Dave Gardner, Fandom D Saint, Amish Elvis, Jack Dawson, thank you, and Sports Time Machine. Wow, this was a strange stream with all the phone calls and technical difficulties. So I greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the game. It was a fun one. Once again, Cleveland comes all the way back to win 7-4 and 11 in the 1957 Buckeye State Battle. Till next time, God bless and peace. Happy Columbus Day.